This is called the basic squat, and I'm going to take you through this on the Rebound UK Pro Rebounder. The nice thing about doing it on the Rebounder is that the mat will flex nicely with your ankles, which means you can get into a deeper squat. And that's particularly good for people who are restricted with the movement through the ankle joint. Okay, take your feet just inside the yellow band, and I like to put my hands on the opposite shoulders because you get that thoracic lift through the upper back, which keeps your chest lifted nice and high. And it avoids us getting into this flex position, which is not ideal. So hands on the opposite shoulders, just like this, feet shoulder width apart, and I want you to sink back into the squat and then come up nice and slowly. So sink back and then come up. So it's important that you keep your knees in line with the second toe. So you've got to avoid the knees from rolling inwards. Nice work. Don't forget to breathe in on the way down, breathe out on the way up. If you get comfortable, you can sink down a little bit lower. Okay, the lower you go, the more work you're gonna get through your glutes and your thighs and the whole of the lower body. So the fact that you're working on the unstable surface of the rebounder means that you've got lots of core work going on, which is great stuff. Let's just do 3 more. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Good, nice work. Last one. Let's hold this last one. Hold, hold, and straighten up. Relax the arms. Well done. That's the basic squat. So with this next exercise, we're going to be working on balance in particular and those communication pathways. This is a great exercise for anybody who's had an inverted ankle sprain. That's where you twist your ankle to the outside, and it's quite common in running and many sports. And it's really important that you rehabilitate your ankle properly and you get that communication working really well again. So we're going to start with a basic balance exercise, and then we'll progress on and make it a little bit tougher for Nikki. So, standing on your left leg then, Nikki, dead center. Make sure you've got the right foot close to the mat surface in case you need to set that down to rebalance. But first of all, what I want you to do is lift your right foot just away from the rebounder and just try and get your balance there. So lift your head up slightly. Try and focus your eyes on something level and at one point in the room. That's really nice. Again, don't forget about your belly button. Gently draw your belly button in so we get your deep core muscle activated. That's really good. And we can already see that Nikki's ankle's working quite hard. She's working hard at the hip and she's working the stabilizers as well as the knee. So, hold that position for a second. Looking good to me. Let's make it a little bit more challenging. I would like you to put your right hand up and cover your right eye. We didn't rehearse this, did we? No, but you're doing really well. Okay, and back down. Okay, let's try and cover the left eye. Okay, so this is making Nikki work a little bit harder. There's a lot more going on with her proprioception, with her balance and the communication, and we can see the ankle working really hard. This would be the second stage of our little rehab balance exercise. Okay, bring the hand down. Okay, bring that foot down and just relax for a second. Perfect. Cool. Okay, you can bounce it through, shake it out. Nice work. Okay. Let's change over sides. Should we come onto the right leg? Dead center again. So remember, the opposite leg, okay, stays close to the mat surface, just in case you need to set that down. All right, let's try lifting the left foot away and just give yourself a couple of seconds. Now this is going to be really challenging for Nikki because she actually has got a tear in her right hamstring and she's rehabilitating that. So we might see a little bit more movement going on here. Good, try and relax the shoulders if you can. I know it's difficult. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Nice work. Okay, let's try closing one eye. Where you go. So again, this is making those communication pathways, those receptors underneath the foot, work really hard and communicate with the brain. And relax, you're doing really well. Try the right side, right eye. And again, you're gonna have obviously, one eye's gonna be more dominant than the other. So you're gonna have more movement one side than the other. And again, we can see Nikki's ankle, knee and hip stabilizers working really hard. Nice work, Nikki. Okay, and relax there, well done. Okay, just have a little bounce through, perfect. When you're doing these exercises, you should feel them underneath the foot as well. The plantar fascia is working really hard, okay? So this is helping build the arch underneath the foot. So if any of you are slightly flat-footed, this is a great exercise for you to do as well. Okay, let's go back onto the other side again. This would be the next level. Same thing again. Give yourself a couple of seconds just to get yourself set. And then what I want you to do, Nikki, is lift the right foot up and bring both arms up in front of you. Okay. This one is really challenging. I want you to focus on your left hand, and when you're ready, I want you to move your left hand out to your side, okay? So start to move it away from you. You've got to keep watching the left hand. Perfect. And back to center. That's great form. Hold it there and see if you can do the same with the right hand. Remember, you keep the right foot close to the mat surface just in case you need to set it down. This is a lot more challenging on the balance. And back to the center. Superb, well done. And you can see how hard Nikki's working there. Just relax there for a second. Well done. I would just do maybe 1 to 3 reps of those and then swap over and we'll do the other side, okay? All right. So remember, the start position is really, really important. Standing dead center in the rebounder. Okay, left foot is close to the mat surface, just in case we need to set it down. And then when you're ready, Nikki, just lift that away. Hold it there. Arms up in front of you. Hold it. Okay, let's go with the right arm. Just moving it away to your side. Keep following that hand with your eyes. Hold it, hold it. Okay, and then back slowly. Perfect. Lovely, and let's go with the left hand. Now, if you're working with a client that has an injury like Nikki, okay, you can just stand here by the side just to stabilize her if she needs it, okay? And I just wanted to do 1 rep on that side. Relax there. Perfect, because this is her injured side, okay? So that is a great exercise for building up those communication pathways for any injury, and it's also going to work really hard on strengthening the stabilizers of the ankle, the knee, and the hip. And of course, your core is always being worked on the rebounder. Well done, Nikki. Good work. I'm going to do a lunge onto the rebounder. It's really important to remember this is very different to doing a lunge on a hard surface because the low impact nature of the rebounder is going to dissipate that impact. This is particularly good for any person with an injury to the knee. It's going to work on the stability and increasing the integrity of the knee joint, as well as working on the stability of the ankle and the hip as well. So you're going to start with the opposite leg to arm, and when you land on the rebounder, I want you to be as still as you possibly can. When you get into a rhythm, you can speed these up a bit, but you really got to stay still on that landing. That's where the challenge is. Trying to keep the knee in line with that second toe. And relax there. And that's your single leg lunge onto the rebounder. Quite challenging. This is an advanced exercise. It's a single leg squat with a hip abduction. So, same startup as the intermediate single leg squat. All your body weight on one leg, dead center in the rebounder. The other foot comes to the rim of the rebounder and you've got your toes resting on the rim. Shift your body weight across to the center so you've loaded up that leg, balancing leg. Chest up nice and high, start your squat. Come down. As you come up, I want you to abduct the hip to the side, come down, and then away you go. Nice deep squat. Gonna work those glutes and the hip abductors as you squat to the side. Squat down, come up, abduct the hip away. That's where the challenge comes. Sink back, up you come, take the leg away. I'm really starting to feel these now, and that's only 3 or 4 reps. Come up, leg to the side, foot down, and away you go. So, think about your posture. Foot down, keep the chest lifted high. Arms forward, nice deep squat. Abduct the hip. 2 more. I think that's what I got in me. Come up, abduct the hip, squat down. Oh, I can feel this in the glutes. Abduct the hip, come down. I think there's 1 more for the beach. Up you come, abduct the hip. Okay, oh, and that's me done. That's a single leg squat with hip abduction. I have to do the same thing all over again on the other side. Okay, shifting on to the other side then. Leg, dead center. Right foot comes to the side, toes just on the rim of the rebounder. Shift your body weight across into the middle. Draw your belly button in, and away we go. Squat down, and then as you come up, abduct the hip. Not too far on the first one, we're just getting used to the squat. Up you come, and abduct the hip. Slightly further away. Nice deep squat. Come up, abduct the hip. That's where the challenge is. When you come up, and you got a balance in the center, you take the hip away, you're really gonna feel that. Good stuff. See if you can give me 5 more from here. Stay with me. 1, sink back, come up nice and strong. 2, sink down nice and deep. The glutes are on fire. That's 3. Yeah, come up. You gotta keep it slow. It's really tempting to speed through these, but keep it slow. You'll work harder. That's number 5. And that really does work into the glutes, hamstrings, and quads. That's both sides done. Well done. Nice work. Nikki's going to demonstrate an incline push-up. This is a basic push-up, but we can still make it quite challenging as long as we get the body position absolutely spot on. So, what I'd like you to do, Nikki, is bring your hands towards the outside of the mat. So your little finger is just on the white rim there. That's perfect. The setup position is really, really important. So Nikki's got a nice straight neck here. Tuck your chin in. Really nice. Just lift your head up a little bit. Perfect. Okay, we've got a nice straight line through the back, a nice neutral spine here. So a nice curve in the lower back, and the shoulders are in a nice line with the hips. We're gonna keep the feet on the floor to start with for extra stability. So it's really important to keep the shoulders over the wrists. So move your body weight forward just a little bit. Hold it there. All right. So nice and slowly, keeping your chin tucked in, bend your elbows and come down just past 90 degrees and then push up. Really nice. And again. So don't forget to breathe and back up. Beautiful. So breathing in on the way down and exhaling on the way up. Nice work. Fantastic. Keep that strong head position. So try not to let the head come forward. Remember how heavy the head is. All that brain in there, Nikki. It's very tempting to let the head come forward, but you're not going to let it do so because you're going to use these strong muscles in the front of the neck to keep the chin tucked in. That's fantastic. Hold it there. A little bit more challenging. Take your hands to the side, over the rim. Perfect. Now we've taken the arms to this position, you're going to work this area across the middle and the top of the chest. Now this is an area where we can build up some body fat, so it's a really good area to tone and work on. Same starting position, chin tucked in. This is a lot more challenging. Away you go, Nikki. And push. Nice. And again. Perfect. You still breathing? Good. Beautiful. Breathe in, keep it slow. And push up. Good. Nice and slow. Breathe in and push up. Keep tucking that chin in and push up. Nice body position. Last one. And push up. Hold it there. Did you feel that more across the top of the chest? Fantastic. Okay. So there's the two variations on our incline push-up. Well done, Nikki. Nice work. This next exercise is a basic abdominal crunch or an abdominal curl. So, Nikki, put your fingertips just by your temples. You'll notice that we've got a rolled up towel just behind Nikki's neck here, just to give her a bit of neck support. It's always a good idea. And I want you to think about moving the bottom of the ribs towards the hips. Okay, it's a very short movement. It's about 30 degrees only. We'll keep the feet on the floor to start off with. The nice thing about doing it on the rebounder is that the mat moves really nicely with the curvature of the lumbar spine, which feels really good. With the breathing, as you curl up, you're gonna exhale, and that will make the belly move down. Okay, Nikki, you ready to go? All right, so come up nice and slowly, just 30 degrees, and then lower down. Perfect. Roll up nice and slow, and then come down. So the things I want you to focus on is keeping a nice gap between your chin and your chest. Good. Excellent. And again, keep this nice gap here. Imagine that there's an apple between your chin and your chest and you're holding it in place. Try not to push the head forward. That's perfect. Again, we've got to think about working these and toning these strong muscles, deep muscles in the neck. This is actually going to help tone the neck. Perfect. And then think about also moving the bottom of the ribs towards the hips. So you're shortening this distance here. Excellent work. Give me 3 more. Breathe out and breathe in. Remember, breathing out as you come up, the belly moves in. Breathe in, breathe out, come down, and rest for a second. Nice work. Taking it one stage further. Lift both legs off of the floor, hands in the same position. Okay, now you need to use a little bit more stabilization through the pelvis again. So this is a little bit harder through the core and the hip flexors. Same thing though, chin tucked in, and think about moving the bottom of the ribs towards the hips. Off you go, and lower down. Nice work. So think about the upper body moving together, okay? Don't push the head forward. You're keeping that chin tucked in. That's really nice, Nikki. Bottom of the ribs towards the hips. You can bring the knees in just a little bit here. Perfect. Again, think about the chin in. Good, nice work. Remember, the brain always wants to find the easiest way. It wants to push the head forward to make it easier, and you're not gonna let it. You're gonna work those neck muscles in a good way. Keep the chin tucked in. You got the breathing in the right way. That's fantastic. Beautiful. Give me one more. Fantastic. Come down gently, and then lower the legs down gently. Great stuff. So there's 2 variations on a basic abdominal crunch. Well done, Nikki. This next exercise is called reverse curls. This is probably one of the hardest areas to work, and an area in which we all carry a little bit of extra body fat. It's really hard to target this area, okay? So if we get the right technique, we can. Lying on the rebounder, Nikki, I want you to put your hands behind the rim again, but this is really important. I just want you to use enough strength from the upper body in order to move the legs around, okay? Notice again that Nikki's got a rolled up towel behind her neck. That's really important to get a bit of neck support. So if you lift both legs off of the ground, so here's where the difference is. If Nikki's legs are straight, it means there's a lot of work coming from these powerful hip flexors, but we've got to take them out of the equation and put them at a disadvantage. So we're going to bend the knees. And this is the challenge, trying to keep the knees as bent as you can, which means the lower abdominals have to do a lot more work. So from here, Nikki, I'm just going to position you to start with. I want you to curl through the base of the spine and then just come down slowly, just to about 90-degree bend in the hip, okay? So away you go. Perfect. Now think about that breathing. Exhale as you come in, and then breathe in. Good. Exhale. Nice work. And again. Perfect. Good stuff. So keep checking when you're doing this at home that your knees aren't straightening out. You've got to keep the heels right down towards your bottom. Good. Make the lower abdominals do all the work. The hip flexors want to rob that work from the lower abdominals. They're saying, I'm really powerful, I can do this. But you're not going to let them. Lower abdominals, all the way. Keep it slow. Okay, so come in. Now on the lowering phase, really slow it down. Really controlling the movement. Beautiful. Give me 3 more. Think about your breathing. Good. And last time. Come in and slowly down. Nice work. Perfect. Can you feel that in your lower abdominals?
Yes.
It's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yes, good.
Well done. Nice work. This is an abdominal curl with a leg raise, and this is more of an intermediate abdominal exercise. It's actually quite challenging. So, Nikki, if you raise your left leg, just keep a little bend in this knee, and I want you to take your right hand just by your temple here, on the side of your head, and your left hand, I want you to run the thumb up the side of your shin there. Now, it's really important that you just keep a little bend in this knee, okay? So same thing as the other exercise, about a 30-degree crunch, okay? So come up together and let your hand move straight up the side of your shin. Away you go. Perfect. Keep that speed, nice and slow. So remember, those teaching points. Chin tucked right in. Lower ribs moving towards the hips. Perfect. As the hand moves up, 5 to 6 inches up the side of the shin. Now we're working a lot harder here because again, Nikki's got to stabilize the leg by raising the leg. So she's using her pelvis, the muscles in the pelvis a lot more, and the hip flexors. Now this is where the work starts. I'm going to be really nasty now. Okay, come up, hold it there. Keep your chin tucked in. I want tiny little movement, just pushing up an inch from there. Let's go. Give me 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest and relax there. Nice work. Perfect. Okay. We can see Nikki speeding up there, trying to get those over and done with. Well done. The good news is, it really works. The bad news is, we've got to do it all over again on the other side. So, let's raise up the right leg. Little bend in that knee. Okay. Left hand, just by your temples, running the thumb up the side of the shin. Okay, away you go. Come up nice and slow. Perfect. Keeping the chin tucked in all the way. Exhale up, breathe in down. Good. Nice work. This is going to feel so nice on your lower back because you've got that lovely support of the rebounder. Keep thinking, moving the bottom of the ribs towards the hips. That's what I want you to visualize. Perfect. Keep it nice and slow. That's it, don't rush through. I know you want to get these done. You're doing a great job. Give me 2 more. Great form. Hold it there. Okay, hold it, hold it. Here we go. Just moving up an inch from there. These are short but hard. 3, 4, 5. Keep breathing. 6, 7. You can do it. 8, 9, 10. And rest there. Well done. Nice work. Abdominals burning a little bit? Okay, good stuff. Well done. This is a great exercise for your obliques and working into your abdominals as well. Sit yourself down, somewhere towards the front of the rebounder, and what I want you to do is start to pick your knees up in like a cycling movement. So bicycling, right and left knee towards the chest, and then start to move the shoulders. You got a little bit of shoulder rotation going on, and then let's make it a little bit harder. Fingertips up by your temples and start to move the shoulder towards the opposite knee. Okay, so we've got a little twist pattern going on, lots of rotation. We're not doing an elbow flap, okay? It's shoulder to knee, okay? And this is where it starts to work. I can feel it already. Big, big core exercise. Nice exercise for your obliques. And let's speed it up. More dynamic. Keep going. You've got to keep breathing. Push, 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 push. Come on, stay with me at home. Keep going. Let's go. These are the ones that count. Let's go. Push. We got some more speed there. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ask a bit more of yourself. Let's go. Come on. Again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And relax. Well done. That's the oblique twist. I'm going to show you some plank exercises Okay, these are isometric exercises. So isometric means there's a force created within the muscle, but the muscle doesn't change length. So it doesn't get longer and shorter. It's not dynamic, okay? But there's still a force being created within the muscle. And a lot of the time we use our abdominals in this way through sport and running to stabilize the core in particular. So, first of all, what I'd like you to do is come down onto your toes with your hands on the rebounder. I'm looking at the camera, but when you do this, I want you to keep your chin tucked right in, okay? So, from here, let's just load up the shoulders a little bit. So, take the feet a little bit wider and just start to do a circular movement where we're just loading up the shoulder from right to left and then change direction. And you're going to feel this through the core as well. You've got to draw your belly button up towards your spine so you get plenty of support through the lower back. So it's just a little rotational movement, firing up the nervous system, getting your body ready for what's to come. Okay, hold it there. Let's take the feet together. Tuck your chin in. We've got the shoulders, the hips, and the ankles in a nice straight line. Now come down onto one elbow and the other elbow. Now push up strong with the right hand and the left. So we go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, driver, strong, right, left, driver, strong. Change it round. Left, right, push. Left, right, push it up. Left, right, left, left, right, push up strong. Left, right, left. One more. Left, right, push up strong. Hold it there. Hold it. Hold it. Hold that position. Hold it. Your shoulders should be burning. You should be really feeling this through the core. Keep your chin tucked in and keep breathing. Come on, give me one more shoulder roll. Take the feet a little bit further apart. Shoulder rotations. Keep your chin tucked in and reverse around the other way. Keep the hips up. Try not to drop down through the hips. Keep breathing. Your shoulders are on fire now. So the abdominals. Okay, feet together and rest. Well done. Nice work. There's some variations on the plank for you.